Where was I? Oh, uh, camera two. Uh, oh, wait a minute. How come I'm on camera one? Camera two. Well, you have any ideas? Here's why. I don't believe this. Why am I on camera going this way to the next? Or should we say, uh, let's see. Am I? Where was I? Okay. Oh, here I am. Why am I up here? Because uh, it goes sideways. You have any ideas about this one? Why am I up here? Because oh gosh, here we go. So I think we all learn about this is how to get position at a time like this, and I can find me and let's see. Maybe it's this way or that way because here's why I don't believe that because let's see how am I supposed to do this and or should we say uh or should do we supposed to oh yeah so where was I or or there it is. So why is camera facing me? Oh, well, guess what? I'll show you. Okay, let's see. I'll show you. This is a huge video camera. So that was. Uh, 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 oh, here it is. So it's right down below. Why do we have to do this? Because oh, there it is. It's right down below. So I cannot believe that. I have no idea whatsoever about this. Anyways, anyway, so now I'm here about this one. Up enough, enough this music, because I'm gonna do something about this. So that way we could adjust this. Mhm. There. Hmm. How about that? Adjust this for this one. So who knows? Anyways, it's gonna be LHMusic's World Wednesdays. So that could be on because I'm on live. Can you see me right here, right between my face? If you know what's good for you. So who knows? Give us a voice. Anyways, I think we should get the show on the road, shall we? So, have any ideas? You're on. Anyways, let's get the show on the road, shall we? LH Music's World Wednesdays is a very special Tuesday edition. But don't worry, get back to normal size as far as we're concerned. So who knows? Keep it civilized. Anyways, let's get the show on the road started. Trust me. And here we go. Get the theme music, shall we? David Lowell. Go! Oh, wow. Welcome to the program. Me, LHMusic. I'm at Two Space Podcast Studios at 72nd and Dodge Street in the heart of Omaha, Nebraska. And this is LH Music's World Wednesdays special Tuesday edition. So, who knows? Could be civilized about this one. So, you have any ideas about that as well? Well, you just had to trust me about that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so everybody switching to cameras one or two, or how are we supposed to do this? Well, could be a huge thing for that reason, for this control system, but you know what I'm saying. But we have to deal with this. But I know. Anyways, we got to get started, shall we? Hope all of you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend as much as we all do. And for this reason, you have no objection whatsoever about this. Well, I guess you ought to know by now, but who knows? But anyways, let's get started, shall we? Uh, let's see. Oh yes, did you know that Thomas Massey has a 2028 campaign, pol- political campaign? Yeah, he files for that. This is W. The Libertarian was defeated inside the House primary campaign ever. So you want to know by now about this one? Because Thomas Massey is a self-identified libertarian. He lost that, you guessed that, Republican primary campaign in the great state of Kentucky. You guessed it. For, you guessed the 4th Congressional District to Ed Gowron. I bet he's a Navy SEAL veteran backed by President Trump. Oh, yes. Here's what he wrote on this one, according to Twitter X about this one. Says, I filed with the FEC for the 2028 election race. I have no, why in the world you always say that? Because this allows, it allows it. Well, I guess you ought to know by now, but who knows, can be civilized about that as well. But this is allowing this at all. Take a look and watch this from, yes, WHAS, Channel 11, ABC News, as far as we're concerned about this one. Just take a look and watch this. Um, what can we say about that as well? Because he just filed. Yeah, everybody knows could be civilized. Could be a failed candidate, and Lindsey Graham just donored, you guessed it, L. Gowron. So who knows could be civilized. And that's why Ed accusing Thomas Massey a burning every bridge in Washington and voting against the president's agenda. So anyone else who's to blame about being in office back in 2012, I have no clue whatsoever. The reflective point about this one. So Trump is right, according to CBS News. The liberal says that he was a bad guy and he deserves it. See what you come up with this? Well, you have any ideas about that as well? Well, I have no clue whatsoever about this. But maybe it happens all the time. So I will post this on my website, LH Music's World, and you know what that means, LH Music's World website, and take it from there. Okay, so here's your worst nightmare ever. The Pope tells the Europeans to start having more babies. Partly it's a demographic, you guessed it, a huge worst nightmare for this collapsing to start. That means Pope Leo the 14th has ascribing that Europeans oh boy, oh sorry. Anyways, Europe's demographic crisis to the EU. Oh, really? What a national thing to say about that. Well, I have words of wisdom about this. Do you have any ideas about these things about European leaders to getting gear yesterday? Because the address is going to be, yeah, I know. But according to Eurostat about this one, did you know that 1,000 persons back in 1970 was 16.4? But what about, you guessed it, 2024, the crude birth rate is 7.9. And that means the Europeans Union total fertility rate. So what is the average number of children about being born to a woman of her lifetime? And that's why everybody has been stood by 1.34 lives birth, live births back in 2024. Because the children was born that year. Not nearly one for have a foreign born mother about this one. So what is to refer this about this one? 2.1. But even this, factoring in Europeans replacing foreigners statistics has been projected about the EU's population will fall about 11.7% between now and 2000. Oh God, and then 21. Yeah, and it goes on and on about 42 million to 399 million among the countries about this one. So who knows? Could be Celeste. But in his address, according to Press Vatican.va uh, website, because this week's European officials could be, yeah, that's right. It's a group on demography. And Pope Leo's tries to stress things out in a demographic crisis, standing in this crucial juncture, if I'm to say so myself, about this. So, having enough said about this economic future about these things, echoing his predecessor. Well, Pope Francis knows about that Pope Leo says about that not becoming coming the age of this old continent and all that. So it can happen because after trying to emphasizing the children of everybody's future, it has been rejected. Not to everybody knows of us Christian inspirational things of the founding fathers of the EU institutions has been led to a time drastically and all that. Well, to both addressing this demographic challenge, yeah, I know, could be counter Yeah, that's right. Persons, if you know what I'm saying about this. Well, do you have any ideas? Well, of course it does. Because not only that, because it happens so fast. Yeah, make your head spin about family can transfer inside this winter chill of this populations. Well, who knows about this? So who knows? Okay, so let's see. Oh yes, Memorial Day. So this is what happens about thousands of American troopers are stationed in the Middle East for, you guessed it, Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, that was last weekend. As peace with Iran looming it on the horizon. And because thousands of more U.S. servicemen and women than usually is stationed in the Middle East, so who knows can be civilized. But at the time that, you see, 2,500 Marines, it's the same way as sailors and all that, and 2,000 Army soldiers from the 82nd Airborne Division has just been arrived. And while exactly the location of the Army paratroopers was not made publicly, well, according to the New York Times, that's what it has reportingly within striking distance of Iran and all that. And according to AP News, it says that the ceasefire is life supported after Iranian officials. So, what is the purpose about these things? About you don't want to know about these things? Well, guess what? It can happen. Well, it reaches to the bitter point about this one, so who knows? And I wonder who wrote this. Wrote this? Yes, according to Truth Social, says that negotiations. Well, wait a minute. Negotiation negotiations are proceeding in orderly, more constructive manner, and and always that is America's relationship with Iran has become more professional with the productive one and all that. It could be a pallets of cash. Well, dealing with former President Barack Hussein Obama has made this quipping back in 2016, and it says that unlikely before me, who should have solved the problem. Well, many years ago, I don't make bad deals. Oh, oh, really, huh? So you don't make bad deals. Speak for yourself, former President Obama. You don't do nothing but sit around here, blah 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 blah. Ugh, sickening, is it? That is so sickening that you always know about this one. Okay. All right. Anything else I should have known about this? About this? Oh yes. Yes. Oh yes. How about NFL players defending New York Giants quarterback Jackson Dart, after he introduces Trump, fake Trump hate. Oh God, this is not good at all. Take a look and watch this right before your very eyes and ears about this. He's making a big speech about this one. This is why he's came out. That's why Jackson starts New York Giants quarterback. And I have no objection whatsoever about this one. So who knows about that? But he that's why Dart has sparking headlines about this one. President Trump and at his rally in New York over the weekend, or should I say over, you guessed it, that's right, Memorial Day weekend, and everybody knows it can be civilized about this one. And everything else can be civilized. Locker room is fine. Focus on, you guessed it, England. That's what Jermaine Muror set this on his Twitter X about this one. And what about Marlon Humphrey .f? Yes, the fake Trump hate looks funny to me. Oh my God. It took the bullet out of anything else can be civilized. Could be exclaiming this about that as well. Could make a huge prank calls about that as well. Because, Darius Slayton says about this one on his Twitter X, video Talib referring to, yeah, I guess that to ain't even Jack's talking. Could be a tweet. Oh boy, you're so ridiculous. And everybody just claiming says T says this one is a misinformation. He is referring to Tyrone Tracy TikTok. Oh, really? Get real. Well, it should be noted about the same clip of Talib referring this prank call with a former player that everybody knows has white friends uses the N word, which is, yeah, he's cool with it. Well, whatever. So who knows can be civilized about this one. So trust me. Okay. So there's your take on it as well. I'll be posted on my website, LH Music's World, LHMusic's World .weebly.com, and so it's my Facebook page as well. So who knows can be civilized about this one. Okay. So this is what happens. You don't want to try this at home. Seriously. Everything else can be civilized about that as well. And I can see the whole audience knows about that. And here's my objection. Why this is camera moving to this? Here's the demonstration, if you know what I'm talking about, as I get up. So here's my observation. If I move this just as long as it happens so fast, I can see that as well. So who knows? Could be civilized. Maybe point it this way, or the people walking by says, "What the hell, LHMusic doing?" Well, you get the idea. But it happens so fast. So I'm looking right at you. So so who knows can be civilized about this one. So I'll move this back as far as we're concerned, and you have no objection whatsoever. But that said, so pointing this way could be life challenging. Hello, and I'm down here. So anyone can be civilized about this one. See my head? Well, I could. Uh, well, I guess you ought to know by now, but who knows? Keep it civilized. Trust me. But that was better. So I can see it. Anyways, you just had to trust me as far as we're concerned. So who knows? Keep it civilized. Anyways, but that's about it for now. We're almost out of time because we got to say goodnight as well. And what time is it? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So who knows? Keep it civilized. Oh, by the way, I have a huge email from, let's see. Yes. About this one. So to be civilized and creating clips and all social media, social posting social, it's way too long. Well, who knows? Could be civilized. Could be yes. If you want to chat about your short form content for Blaze Nation Thursdays, well, I'll figure it out myself because season number 2, which is coming in October. Well, I guess you have no idea whatsoever about this one, so who knows? It's from you guessed it, Angels on Productions. So we'll figure out a way to do this, and I have no clue whatsoever. By the way, who knows Tips Toys? Anyways, I think it's time for me to go, and I'm out the door. Well, who knows? Keep it civilized, or everything else. Keep it civilized. All right, that's enough for now. Trust us. Anyways, make sure you better Facebook and follow LHMusic on my social media websites from Facebook all the way up to Parlor, and you know my username LHMusic Time, and take it from there. So who knows? Keep it civilized about this one as well. And don't forget, LH Music's World website is on. So trust me about this. First week so I can update later on tonight after I deal with this COR vestry meeting, and you have no clue whatsoever. So trust me about this first week concerned. It's gotta be lhmusicsworld.weebly.com. So it's my Facebook page as well. And I have no clue whatsoever. Or whatever happens. Trust me. And so it's my Facebook page as well. Okay, that's it. We're almost out of time because I'm off next I'm off next week, but I'll be back in you guessed it, June. What's it? Let's see. Oh yes, June let's see, June 10th for this LH Music's World Wednesdays. Like the normal size, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll be at Do Space Podcast Studio, same thing at 4:30 live. And you might think it's so smart about this one. Trust me. Well, that's it. I gotta get out of here, and I'm out the door. So who knows? Give me civilized, and come back again, not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday for only Relish Music's World Wednesdays. So who knows? Give me civilized. Anyways, because you're inside my world, and it's LH Music's World Wednesdays. And I'm signing off from LH Music. God's blessings. We salute all of you in America out there. Take care. See ya. Bye bye.